Hey, 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 my peoples, my people. What's up, what's up, what's up? Rita J is in the house, in the building today. So guess what, guys? Well, and my little homeless thing that I was dealing with, I had a pretty interesting life. I'm gonna tell you this story though. When I was here, and I was in a shelter with my children, and I met this lady and her kid, and they were so nice and so polite and so, really cool. And I don't know what it is about me, but everybody always comes to me about their children and bring their children to me for babysitting. So, of course, I was babysitting her son here and there. It wasn't nothing, serious, just like if she was to step outside or something. Watch my son while I go outside and smoke a cigarette or something like that, just something small. But she stayed across the hall from me and my kids, and so we shared a bathroom. And so her son was so sweet, so lovable and so sweet. And she was a good person, Um, we were always talking and relating, and she had a car, I didn't. And I would rent cars, but she always had her car. So she told me about her little situation and why she was there in a shelter. And one day she happened to open up to me and tell me exactly who she was. She was like, "You really don't know who I am." And this was after I cooked for her. We cooked for each other, and we just had a good time spending time with each other in group. We were in group therapy together, and art therapy and music therapy and all kind of stuff, right? So, one day she put me aside and was like, "You really don't know who I am, do you?" I said, "Girl, no. I mean, really, who are you?" Like, what the hell? Who are you? So, she was like, "Pull out your internet. Pull out your internet and look me up." I said, "Oh my gosh, girl, what? Is you another stripper too? What?" She was like, "I'm one of the original, oh man, I forgot now. She's one of the original gladiators." That was it. I'm trying to think of what it was. She's one of the original gladiators. I was like, "Are you serious? What is a gladiator?" I'm not into WWE that much, so I'm like, "What is that gladiator? What is that?" So, her nickname was Storm. So, I was sitting up here chit chatting, living my life in a shelter, in a homeless shelter, watching her son, befriending her son, loving on her son while she loved on my kids. And Storm, one of the original gladiators. I looked online. I was like, "Girl, you serious? Oh my god!" And we was the best of buddies. We was cooler than cool, tight. And I don't know why people always tell me this, but they always say to me, "Girl, you gonna make it big. You gonna do some good things in life. You gonna do, girl, I can see it. You got potential. You got that potential." I said, "Girl, stop." She said, "You do. I can't wait to see you out there, girl. I can't wait to see you out there." I'm like, "Whatever." And then she up and left me and moved to Santa Barbara. I was like, "Oh, no, you didn't." That was my girl. So yeah, Storm of the Gladiators. I don't know who knows Storm of the Gladiators or who used to watch Gladiators or who will go on the internet and research Gladiators. But yeah, Storm was a good person. She was a good person, and I really enjoyed the time that we shared. And she always said, "We're going to keep in touch, girl." I had her Yahoo account and everything. Of course, I lost it, but yeah, I was like, "Oh, Storm." Then, another story, my daughter went to a private college here. And at the same time she was going to this private college, um, Hugh Hefner's son, his youngest son, was also going to this college. So every time I would go visit my daughter, I would always see these rabbits jumping around on the grass. I'm like, girl, why y'all got rabbits around in this place? It's crazy. Yeah. So Hugh Hefner's son was there, and they would always have these little things that I really didn't appreciate as a parent, but it wasn't nothing I could do about it. But they would always have these little pajama jams, and they would actually walk outside the property around in the neighborhood in a lingerie. And it would actually be older men, literally older men, sitting out in their chairs, in their lawn chairs, loving it up. I said, oh my gosh. So yeah. Um, and at that college, we met a lot of people. One of the more influential ones that we met was the assistant to Whitney Houston. I wouldn't say assistant, I would say she was her director or producer. And I forgot her name now because unfortunately that was one of my personal worst when meeting a public figure. I didn't feel like that was a very good experience. But yeah, we met Whitney Houston's director of her last movie right before she passed away. I got to up close and personal ask her questions about Whitney, and she just acted like she didn't want to talk to me at all. I was like, oh, okay. We also met assistant of Steven Spielberg. So we got a chance to, ask questions about Steven Spielberg and, what he thinks and how he thinks. And it's pretty cool. We met some other, interesting people in the entertainment industry. So at her school, at her college, university. Very nice, very nice. We had a very good experience with that. And I'm excited about that, yeah. So, and the very, very first time we were here, me and my kids ran into that basketball player with the colorful hair. I forgot his name too, but anyway, that wasn't a good experience either, because as soon as he saw us, he was walking toward us out of a shopping plaza, and we were going toward him, and he was walking toward us, and he looked up, and he turned around and ran the other direction. I guess he didn't want to be bothered by fans. I don't know, but is it Rob or something like that? I don't know, whatever. But anyway, we've had our share of meeting and greeting public figures out here. Pretty nice experience. So yeah, my daughter had the opportunity to befriend a 1970s songwriter, and he was also her mentor. And he passed away now of cancer, but yeah, he wrote a song, Angie Baby. And yeah, it was a beautiful song. I loved it. I used to sing it around the house all the time. So yeah, we met some pretty interesting people and had some pretty good interesting times here. So yeah, and all while being homeless. So that was my whole point. in saying this story is that stop judging people by the book, by the cover of the book. Stop doing that. Stop judging people, period. What is that judging about? You never know what somebody is going through. Don't walk past a homeless person and turn your nose up and talk about how they smell and how they reek of urine. You have no idea what it's like to keep your personal hygiene up while you're out on the streets. You have no idea. So just try not to judge people because that's just not even cool. You don't even know who you might be talking to, you know? So that's my little lesson for the day. Miss Rita J.